Good evening, my friends. Hope things are going well with you. Welcome back to DanganRonpa. I'm assuming we're gonna have ourselves a little murder mystery very shortly because we've been having a couple free days. So now I believe it's time for murder. How you doing, Moon? So let's go explore.
Huh?
Was that someone screaming? I think it came from the dining hall.
Oh god. Oh shit.
How do I play? Oh, there we go. Okay.
I gotta go take a shit.
Now's no time for taking detours. I'm positive that the scream came from the dining hall. Smoke ass, eat fast, sled grass. Get cocks blocked. But it's okay, it's a text game. Ah! Makoto, we got a big problem, man.
Oh, what's wrong?
Look! Hiro's finger shook as he pointed. Ah! What are you doing?
How dare you attack the best girl?
Are you okay? What happened?
She killed her.
Well, wait, no. Wait, killed who?
Genocide Jill killed Hina!
No, she didn't. What do you mean? She's right there.
You gotta be kidding!
No, she's not dead. Open your eyes. No way she's dead. What happened?
Well, Toko and Hina just all of a sudden they were yelling and then they knocked the pepper off the table. And that led to a sneeze?
Her giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? I might be flat, but at least mine are real. Uh-oh. And look at my shapely collarbone. Doesn't it just totally set you on fire? Yeah, I could pour some tea in there and drink out of it.
Totally not adorable.
Anyway, you totally non-adorable boys, just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else.
My beautiful scissors!
I'll start cutting and indulge myself for who knows how long. Yeah, shut up. You ain't doing shit. You're only like 60 pounds wet. Get out of here. You're a kid.
Oh, okay, then let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, Hiro, help me. Sure thing.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Genocide Jill, excuse you, Makoto. Oh, jeez. A abrasive laugh chased us out of the room as we carried Hina away. By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse's office, she seemed to have finally regained her composure. Well, what happened? Did she, like, get stabbed or something?
Sorry.
It didn't look like anything happened. She just got pushed over. Thank you.
Oh, you sure you're feeling better?
Yeah, it was really just a scratch. But still, that was super close. If you hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know. Yeah, but Jill doesn't attack. Jill doesn't kill females. She only kills young men. Guess well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir. So sarcastic. That just makes you sound even more hostile. Oh, Jill stabbed her in the arm. Oh. Couldn't tell.
Hey, Hina, what the heck happened?
We got into a fight and lost my temper, and I lost my temper. I feel like, what? Was it about donuts?
Oh, let me guess. The fight was because of Sakura.
But
Oh, I guess that's true. She's clutching. What the? That's like the typical anime drop down tired is clenching your arm. How was I supposed to know? At first, I tried to just ignore it. If you let jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have time left to live your life. Yeah, jerk buttholes.
I see a couple of them right now.
But she wouldn't let it go, so I just... Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like a dozen times.
You're serious?
Yeah, a dozen punches isn't really without thinking. And when things got out of hand, Genocide Jill got let loose, right?
Sorry.
That's my own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Well, because she was saying all these terrible things about my friend, you know? Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door to the nurse's office burst open. I thought the door was going to fly off the hinges. And there she stood before us.
Hina. Yeah, Hina. Sakura!
You're hurt. What happened?
Oh, no, there's not a big deal.
Makoto, Hero, what is the meaning of this?
It wasn't me, it was Genocide Jill! It's all that demented murderous fiend's fault! Uh-oh.
Damn. To hurt Hina, damn you. To leave me alone but hurt her. What is this?
How dare you?
What is this?
Yeah! I'm okay, really, it's just a scratch!
No forgiveness! I can't forgive this!
Okay, everyone, settle down, let's just have some donuts!
Hero, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me.
I don't hate you exactly.
I can't forgive this!
Why?
Somebody save me! You know, just a couple gal pals, you know, palling around, am I right? Hero nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office. But just a second later, Bacula. What's going on?
Hey,
Oh, never mind, it's Kyoko. What's all this noise about? Kyoko stood in the doorway in the nurse's office, taking Hero's spawn in the room.
it would seem.
I gather that something happened. Oh, don't really? You think you're super detective? Also, whose x-rays are those back there? Did they just leave those up?
Kyoko, please, you gotta stop Sakura!
Wait. You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm powering down right now. I'm not gonna do anything, I'm drawing a line right here and now.
Oh, drawing a line.
Did I see the screenshot? Well, let's see. I dare not open Discord with OBS running anymore after that Resident Evil happening. Which one? Oh, it's old? Oh. Oh, yes. Saw that. Yes, that font. 84.
Goodbye.
Boy, Sakura! I was playing Resident Evil, and Marvy sent me some memes, and it crashed OBS so hard. It just crashed OBS. That's all it did. But yeah, that's it. Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were... Oh, now we can resolve this issue. Or not. Bye!
There's no point in going somewhere else right now. Oh, man. I like all the pictures of hearts.
I accidentally pulled up porn on stream or something? Why would I do that?
Kyoko. Are you still mad? Yeah, I
That's
figured.
fine.
It's fine.
Huh?
Whew.
About that issue we discussed earlier, it doesn't matter anymore. Oh, so she knew all along.
Honey, forgive me for not being able to talk about it.
In other words,
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You're only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. Yeah! That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right?
Oh, yeah.
So there's one thing I make certain to check is anything that I stream has to pass. I double check, triple check. So just letting you know. To think like that.
I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you.
Yeah, live a little and then get canceled. Yeah.
Donnie?
Because ultimately that means you don't trust me.
Oh, no, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
It's fine. I've already forgotten about it.
Well, you're a bitch. I mean,
And
I may have overreacted. Why are you blushing? Get out of here. Don't simp. Don't simp, Makoto.
Huh?
Anyway, it's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it.
Oh, okay, thank you.
That issue we discussed doesn't matter anymore. I want to talk to you about something else.
Oh, what do you want to talk to me about?
indeed.
Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there.
Oh, where?
Just come with me. You'll find out. Oh, but you don't trust? You don't trust me enough to tell me? You know, we're building this relationship on trust, right? If you simp, you die.
Shall we go?
Well then, shall we get going? With her typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace.
Oh, Kyoko.
I hurried to catch up to her. She walked ahead in silence. And in silence, I chased her, and eventually we arrived.
Oh, the bath. Oh, whoa. Oh, the dressing room. So there's something else you mentioned.
Indeed.
That's right. It has to do with alter... Oh,
Man, oh, drats. Oh, damn it. I thought I was going to see some boobage. Oh, but you said we didn't need Alter Ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need him, I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs Alter Ego, he has business with us.
Huh.
Right.
Alter Ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently he has something he wants to ask us. Alter Ego wants to ask us something.
Okay, let's see what we find. Tap, 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 tick-a-tack, tick-a-tack, tick-a-tack.
Yeah, hello. Just the two of you, huh? Kyoko and Makoto?
Kyoko's finger glided across the keyboard. Ooh, like that? Is two not enough?
No, it's okay. Two should be plenty.
Oh, but what is it that he wants to ask us?
Indeed.
Let's find out, shall we? Kyoko typed in the question. What did you want to ask us?
Oh yeah, so I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school network.
What?
Nani? Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, "Why?"
I have to look up some bodacious boobas. Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I've finished my work. I don't want that. Plug me in. I must become one with the internet. Have you ever heard of Cyberdyne?
I want to be able to help.
I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here.
That's right.
That's what Master would have wanted too. So to help everyone else to solve the mystery of this school.
That's right.
The only way I can help is if you connect me to the school's network.
But how do you jack in?
Oh, but if we do that, that's basically suicide.
Why?
I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you and they'd Control-Alt-Delete and end process. Oh. You agree, right, Kyoko?
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be, but still I have to do this.
but
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay.
gonna do my best.
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid.
Oh god, it's thinking. Oh shit.
I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed.
Makoto, please. You simp for everyone else, but what about me?
Too admirable. Too fragile.
Hey,
Yeah. Please. Whoa. Help me out, Makoto.
You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right?
Oh yeah.
certainly.
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question.
Makoto, I heard the others calling you a triple B. What does that mean?
I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer. Well, yeah, because they're dead. Oh! But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. For now.
Oh, Kyoko.
To be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risk, the Mastermind will really notice. But
Makoto.
let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network.
Wait, you don't got Wi-Fi in here?
Hey,
But
He's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says that he wants to fight alongside his friends.
now,
If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend.
So,
Hey, you guys fighting? Mom, Dad, stop fighting, please! My battery's running low. You have to connect me to the network.
You like chat being up there? Good. That's good. How you doing, anime?
If it's about me, please
I
don't.
wanna believe in myself.
I gotta believe. I want to be able to say I know I can do this.
Leave it to me.
So please, let me try.
listen.
And besides, there's one place where the Mastermind might not notice.
oh, one place.
That's right.
Remember, there's another place besides here where there are no surveillance cameras.
Oh, that's right, the bathroom.
A room without surveillance cameras. The secret room.
That's it, the secret room you told me about.
How do you connect it to the network? The Kleenex boxes? I mean, there's a lot of used Kleenex on the floor. I definitely remember there was no surveillance cameras in there. And I do believe you connect to the network from there. How do you know? How do you connect to the network here but not there? I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall. However, just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the Mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We also will also have to move Alter Ego, and the Mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over.
Oh, you're right.
That's what we have to do.
But despite all that, I think we need to try. Just do it during like a murder or something.
Correct.
Because that's our best chance in finding any new clues.
Oh, Kyoko. In that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it. Yeah, you're scantily clad. You look like a hussy. Oh, and you know I simp for that. Oh.
It's true.
Okay, then I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So then,
Then let's get started. You can just slide it in your back jacket. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? Yeah, just
Slide it down your pants.
We started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket.
Oh, it tickles. But the fucking laptop feels? What?
It tickles.
You can't talk right now. We're gonna move you to another room until we get there. You have to be absolutely silent, okay?
Understood. Your command has been implemented.
Good. Alter ego, turn on vibration function.
To have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there's a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers, so there might be a network cable in there.
Oh, so there might be a network cable in there.
However,
Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already.
Well, all we could do is go in and check ourselves.
it's true.
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. I don't remember where it's at. Hey, how you doing, Toko?
Have you reached that certain age?
Excuse me? Oh, that's just like you, Jill. So true.
What are you doing?
Living.
Oh, I see. Anyway, I'm heading back to
my room. I'll just be there living totally calm.
Preach it, sister! Wait, remember, what was it? Our church is great! Don't forget about that. Was it this one? I think it was this one. I remember the blue.
Hey,
Get the Minecraft bell too. I got this. Hey, Makoto.
why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again.
What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go, and make sure you don't run off. I'm gonna wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful, I thought I'd made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go! Chop, chop, Triple B! Chop, chop!
Okay, I'm going.
So then,
And be thorough. I'm counting on you.
Wah!
Okay, first we have to find a network cable. According to the Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. I found it! This is the network cable, right? No. No, you're wrong. No, that's not, no. Now we just have to connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. And that should do it! Oh look, there is a power jack.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Leave it to me.
Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help.
So,
Please just wait a little while longer. Just hold tight and put your faith in me.
As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, you know, it's like the computer can feel, but you still have to type to talk to it. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here, you and all the rest of us, as friends.
Friends? Even me?
thank you.
Thank you, Makoto.
Camera works, mic is busted.
Makoto.
Okay. Well, if it's such an intelligent AI, can it read lips? Checkmate. He just likes it when you type on him.
Oh yeah, type my buttons. Oh, hit that enter key one more time. That's, oh.
How'd it go?
Oh, well, it went okay, but all the documents were gone, just like I told you.
My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. Then there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Bye. Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore. That much was for sure.
Oh, Kyoko.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, so we're just gonna split up?
Why is that?
of course. I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Oh.
Oh, well, maybe, but is it a little too direct?
Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance.
Oh, that's not what I meant. I just have more I want to talk to you about, like what are you gonna do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However,
But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen.
Oh, what should we do?
so
If we could find some new clue that would likely change the situation, that's all we can hope for right now. Which is why alter ego. All we can do now is wait and believe in our friends.
Oh, you're right.
That's our only option.
Well, I just wanted to talk to you. I want to talk to you.
We parted ways and I headed back to my room.
It was an eventful day.
I'm kind of tired, so I laid down in bed. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving alter ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, ding dong bing bong, I had completely dozed off. Oh, just a regular ding dong.
Oh, is it Owie? Huh?
The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world. Rattle.
Makoto.
Makoto, get out here.
No! I don't want to see you. I want to see Owie. Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me and she was white as a ghost. Uh-oh.
Murder!
It sounds like something's happened.
What?
As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room.
Oh, the rec room? Okay, let's hurry. Owie, what's wrong?
Makoto, Kyoko!
Oh, Hina, what's wrong?
Something's not right. In the rec room.
Oh, what's inside?
There was a window in the rec room door and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Sakura!
Oh no! Upskirt!
Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey,
What's going on? Did something happen to her? I was just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window, but I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond. No. So she did get poisoned. The protein powder. So what should we do? What are we gonna do? She missed the anabolic window. No!
anyway,
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations. We're gonna force our way in.
I just said...
The door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock.
Oh, then why?
would seem
Feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair? Chair?
in other words,
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply.
Oh, there's no problem if we break in.
indeed.
Yeah, good luck with that, Makoto. You and your tiny little frame.
Like, I can't do it.
Yeah, didn't 3 people discover the body, or does it have to be discover the body in the room? You can't just, like, look it through a window. So she's not dead yet, or maybe the rules is you have to be in the same room. I'll go get something to break it with. Wait right here. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's just sleeping, right? She's just sleeping, right? Moon? Sakura's just sleeping! Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Yeah, exactly. She's just sleeping.
Oh, is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure.
Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence, but that silence didn't last long. Here! I found a broom in the classroom. Use it!
Makoto.
You can handle this, right, Makoto? Okay, come on! Yeah, you know, Aoi is probably more qualified to use force than Makoto is. Okay, you two, stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could. Aiming directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. Crash. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand to the now open window and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy. Oh, the chair's pretty heavy, but I could just... I pushed it on with all my strength and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her... She's smirking.
No.
All I felt was cold death.
No! No!
I could only feel the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then... Ding dong, ding dong.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
So you have to be in the same room.
DanganRonpa.
No!
Huh?
No! No! No!
Sakura's.
No! Oh!
Sakura's.
She's got a handful of jelly beans, right? She's not actually dead. And they're all gasping. She's got a whole handful of them.
Dead?
No!
She's really dead?
Bullshit! I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. No, she's not really dead. She's sleeping. She's storing energy for the next deadlift. She gotta break that record. We didn't make it in time. It happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead, checking for a pulse or a reaction? I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room, and I...
Why? Why did it have to happen?
That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. All those muscles gone to waste. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone.
What?
Ogre?
Yes, yes.
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed, I see.
As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means.
Sakura was murdered and by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say?
No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
Your fault.
It was one of you! Hiro, Bakula, Toko.
What have you killed Sakura?
What?
You're accusing us before we even begun the investigation?
I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
Forgive me.
One of you did it. I know it!
You know it.
Monokuma? Yes!
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
No! Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad!
What are you doing here? Would you say this game is like an intense Phoenix Wright game? Yeah. I mean, I don't know about... maybe a little intense. What are the chess pieces back there? What are you doing here?
Come on.
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyers! That's right!
Kuma pile.
Don't get so mad, Miss Asihina. You're gonna ruin that
Wait.
You're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours! Now then, with that, Hey, hold on. There's something I want to ask you. It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura!
What?
Say what?
Uh-huh! Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and then...
In other words,
Then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. The whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to the most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that, it saved me the trouble of having to go through our little fight. Because even for someone like me, I would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
hey,
I gotta tell you, it was actually pretty worrying. I mean, she'd violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
well done.
So I don't know who it was, but whoever the blockage is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one?
Oopsie. Before you get all pissy potty on me, you better figure out who did it first. Because, I mean, your lives are all on the line, right? Woohoo!
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one? I hate him. I hate this whole thing.
Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all.
How can you say that right now?
Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. We can't do that, we're all dead.
Then let's decide who will stand guard this time.
I'll do it.
Oh, Hina.
I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay then, Hina's on guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
Me?
You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly.
Oh yeah, she's such a thorn in your side when she helps save your life, bruh.
Consider that an order.
Oh, an order.
that's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind.
Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we?
Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What is it?
Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene. What?
It's your fault.
One of you killed Sakura. I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate.
I don't care what you say, I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here.
Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear now.
I want to ask you to let all of us in, just let me.
What?
You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway.
And you, Hero, do you really object?
Yeah, if you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't really have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
Then it's decided.
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request. But
Okay.
we have to find out who killed Sakura.
Correct.
For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her.
Naturally, who'd want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen.
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind. We can't uncover Sakura's killer. All of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's kind of a hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. Handkerchief. Broken glass. I better check Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Poison. file number 4 has been told.
Hey,
I think the case this time might be a challenge.
Oh, why's that?
so...
The only way into the rec room door we just came through. And that door has been jammed shut with a chair from inside the rec room, which means the killer would had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words...
This is a classic locked room murder.
Oh, locked room murder!
I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever, but could it really happen in real life and right before our very eyes like this?
Hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails?
Oh, sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a stream or a simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed.
Huh?
In other words...
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun, you shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
However...
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
It's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
In other words...
They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like maybe it could have been possible? Maybe?
It's true.
And then the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all.
Oh, not a locked
In
room.
other words...
By that I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then you...
Oh, then you think we can cross that one off too?
Indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics.
Oh, so there are 4 possibilities. Then Kyoko, which one of those 4 choices seem to be most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now I can't really say.
Oh, I see.
The way the killer set up the locked room, until I figure that out, I trust the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as hard as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Protein! Yeah, protein enzyme X. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around. Wait, that's a squat plug.
So...
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
Hey, what's up, Quacky?
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you.
Oh, I know.
But still, this protein can, it's got a label on it. Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the chem lab. She also mentioned there was poison in there. But that's strange.
Huh, what is
Hey,
it?
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window,
Oh, it must be part of the window I broke to get inside.
but they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it.
Oh, why does that matter?
so...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. It was planted. An important clue. I'm not sure how I see it. How? Empty protein drink. This is red glass. Shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and those are the top and bottom sections of the bottle. This must have originally been a bottle. Take my coat. Well, there's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Figure on the floor. looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Oh, that's...
Oh, do you recognize it, Hina?
Well,
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her, calm her down a little.
Oh, so you gave that candy to Sakura.
I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them.
Oh, you really like them that much?
'cause, I mean,
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they lost all their flavor!
Oh, Hina.
Polka dot candy wrapper. What else we got? We got blood over here. All those jars up there too. Same shelf full of magazines. They're all different kind of magazines here. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. Must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Magazine shelf with blood stain had been added. Four red bottles lined up on the shelf. Looks like there's two missing. And inside each bottle there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is how they get those figures inside the bottles.
so,
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle.
Huh?
You know where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You've never seen that?
Oh, yeah, maybe I have.
in other words,
So this is a Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. I feel like
I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little.
the Monokuma bottle's sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with Monokuma bottle, right? Shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that Monokuma bottle was the weapon. I don't know, she was coughing up blood too, so maybe she got hit with a bottle first? Maybe her protein was spiked with poison? And she wasn't dying quick enough, so the murderer hit her over the head? Huh? The locker's open, and there on the inside is a handprint.
why?
What's a handprint doing in here? There's a couple of them. It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and it left a handprint in all the
It's
dust.
true.
And it looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker and they left behind a little something extra.
Huh, so then maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think?
Of course.
And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility.
Well, why not?
Hey,
Think back, before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right?
Oh, yeah. The locker's the only thing. The locker's not the only thing that's open.
And the locker was already open at that point.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then what does this handprint mean? Locker handprint has been added. Yeah, Sakura is dead. No, she's taking a power nap. It's for her, it's a weightlifting thing. Same shelf full of magazines. They're all different kinds of magazines here. Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. But according to Monokuma files, she also had vomited blood. And I could see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood. No.
Not a chance.
Huh, Bacula.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location.
Interesting.
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree?
Oh, no, I don't think I'd call it interesting.
But it does make me wonder, the reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Yeah, her protein was spiked with poison. We already know who did it.
I won't forgive you.
Bacula, Toko, or Hiro. It has to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto?
Oh, well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more.
Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. Oh.
What? Nani?
After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon.
Oh, by noon.
The Monokuma file said she died right about then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her, by force even, this never would have happened.
Oh, Hina.
It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Aoi also always has an account. She's like always around to give you some good information, I guess. The fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying. Might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Aoi is the best, I agree. Well, Sakura's the best, then Aoi. Well, they're kind of Sakura is a little above Aoi, but they're close. They're in the same tier, but Sakura's just a little like inches above. But for Sakura to have been killed.
Oh, yeah, she's not the type who'd go down without a fight.
It's true.
And she certainly didn't, I wouldn't say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. Well, she was you know what it is? I'm going full anime. She was shown sitting there smiling. I bet she had some deal set up or something with those three. And I don't know, maybe it was like a mind challenge or something. And maybe she lost, or she did something to where she drank the poison herself. Just so she could get back at the mastermind or something? I don't know.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me.
Oh, there's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Make it quick.
Oh, is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room?
So you found out. Interesting.
Oh, that is true.
And I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what a fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster.
Oh, so you didn't go see her?
Of course not. I ripped the note up to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all.
Bacula says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight.
Oh, okay, thanks. Okay, bye.
Where's the other ones?
Hey,
Choose the ultimate martial song of body, mind, spirit.
certain.
Yeah.
What the heck?
I feel like I grabbed everything. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change is the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words,
I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself.
the chair was shoved up against the doorknob so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or the chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation?
Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then,
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. I do it anyway. Don't act all high and mighty. I do it anyway. How you doing, Shrimp? I know, I see you.
Dream.
She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with the other two people. I need to hear what they have to say.
He does it for free. He simps for free.
Can I not leave? Am I not allowed to leave right now?
Don't
Bacula?
make me repeat myself.
Hey. Sir.
Oh wait, I need to hit B. There we go. Those other two probably went back to their rooms. Oh, I want to go to the chem lab. I want to see if there's anything missing. I press the doorbell. And after a few seconds,
Who's there?
what's up, girl? Ah, the most negative aura I've ever felt. Ugh, it smells too. Ugh, gross. An aura of total decay. Oh!
Total decay.
It's not just the aura, dude. It's her stench. She hasn't showered yet.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
It's Genocide Jill, Makoto.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
Said you wanted to talk to me about something.
I wanted to talk to you about the fact that Sakura
Had asked to meet with you. What?
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Back, you already told me she had asked to meet with him.
What? She wanted to meet with Master too? Yeah, I just said two, didn't I? Tiny hand, anteater, Toko. I guess now it's totally obvious, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it?
I admit I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go.
Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room.
With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. She probably was the one in the locker. I recognize those tiny handprints anywhere. Oh yeah. Hey, Hero.
You know?
Hey, what's up, Makoto? Do you need something?
Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
How did you know about that?
Be...
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you?
Oh yeah, they totally have, dude.
But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Bacula and Togo to come too.
What did Sakura tell you that?
Well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course.
But didn't she write to you on a note?
Yeah, a note. She gave it to me in person. She happened to mention the others, like in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious.
So then, you went and met with Sakura.
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then.
Oh, while I'm here, can you show me the note she gave you?
Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pockets.
The piece of candy.
Huh?
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back in his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Yeah, sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out.
Huh, trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that it was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Pocket trash. So he did meet with her. Alright, so next I heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look around the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should go find out more about the protein can we found on the floor in the rec room. I'm sure it must have come off the chem lab. So where should I start? I wanted to talk to Sakura about her protein. Why'd they have to kill her? Man! I wanted to go chem lab first thing. Alright, where's the poison? Oh, there it is, all over the floor.
Makana, did you have your eye on that chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way.
Yeah, I got it.
I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand.
No!
This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. More important thing right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. Oh, it's got shoe prints in it. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. These are footprints. And they're only in front of the left shelf.
How do these footprints relate to scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan.
Oh, by we, do you mean me?
How kind of you to offer.
With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
Well, let's go chop chop.
Okay.
So I got to work, and before long I'd drawn up a sketch of the room.
This is my presentation on the murder of Sakura. See the desk here, the bottle here, there's some footprints over here. So how's this?
Not bad for you, I mean.
Oh, for me.
So when you look at it like this, interesting.
It would appear that whoever left these
Footprints only had business on the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
Certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours?
Oh, no.
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes. I'll confirm their size for myself.
Oh, you just want to look at my shoes, Dan Schneider.
I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Bacula said.
I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. You'll never be on my show. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints.
Unfortunately.
But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to.
Then these prints are a really valuable clue. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? C4! Looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear?
Would you like to hear something interesting?
No!
I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at this point, this room wasn't like this.
Oh, then this powder must have been spilled.
In other words,
That's right. It could only have been around the time of the incident.
If that really is what happened, then it must be related to the case somehow. So it's the powder has been added to the truth bullets.
I should probably take a good hard look at that powder.
Bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. Looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looked like someone left footprints in the powder.
Oh, gee, the desk is right here.
Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Bakuya, the powder would have to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Footprints in the powder.
Oh, C4, they're gonna use it to escape.
On this shelf is... one look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals.
Whoa! C9, C9. No, man, it's just those new type of proteins, you know?
You know, there's some proteins out there that are labeled really crazily. I will say crazily. They're labeled crazily. Like, I'm making this one up, but it's like Booty Blast protein or some shit like that. There's some, just look up like, I think it's like Demon protein or something like that, and they have this label that's just, I can't even repeat on stream. There's just some crazy shit out there. Poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving in Unit Section C.
Oh, wow, you don't say.
Oh, so this shelf is... looks like a bunch of bees.
I have no idea what they are.
The reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss.
Isn't that kind of harsh?
what?
What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world? The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well.
I didn't even say that.
Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now, I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this shelving Unit Section B. I don't see anything out of ordinary here, in which case I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. Well, let's see what's on this shelf. Chemical C9 is over here. That shouldn't be there. There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. Ah, yes, Chemical A. I can't wait to drink that. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving Unit Section A.
Huh, but wait! There's one bottle here that's labeled Chemical C9! It's got a smiley face on it. That means it must be good. See, it's smiling and it's got puff of smoke coming out of his head. That means it's good for energy.
Could someone have put it here on accident? I should try to find out more about this shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that the Section A, there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in the Section A? Definitely something going on there. Chemical lab shelf has been added. Did you find one of them, Will? Oh yeah. You know what? I've actually used C4. Thank you for reminding me that this actually does exist. I've actually used this before. It's actually really good. I haven't used the blue raspberry. It was like a fruit punch one that I used. It's like this, yeah. Some crazy shit like this.
Cinnamonic.
Is that Lingma? What else you got? What else we got? I've seen this one too. Yeah, Insane Labs. That's the one with the crazy shit. I've never used them because... I've just never used them because they look too crazy to use. Oh, damn it, you got one more? Yes, I totally want it. I want Manson powder. Give me my Manson powder. Hang on, I gotta save it as a PNG. There you go. Manson powder.
Energy and aggression. Oh, yeah.
Alright, no more. It gets worse, Will. It gets worse. I'm telling you, if you keep digging on crazy protein powder names, you'll find some stuff that's very not safe for work.
I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room.
I'm pretty sure there's a protein powder called titty juice or something. I don't doubt it. There was actually a, speaking of that, there's actually a couple bodybuilders that have actually, during their bulk season, they actually drink, human milk. Mother's milk to, bulk up. Where's the rec room? I need to go back upstairs. Yes, they actually do drink the mommy milkies as they bulk. Rec room, over here. Powdered spider. Is that what that is? Let me see. Black spider. Ooh, cherry limeade. I like. Warning: do not exceed 1 serving daily. Cloma Pharma Laboratory. Oh yeah, I totally trust those guys. I love all the energy, metabolism, fat burning, pre-training. Every single one of them has an asterisk by it.
Do you dare exceed the need? How many scoops do you have in a day, bro?
Oh, good. The door's locked.
Where is the rec room? Where am I going? I need to go downstairs one. Yeah, there it is.
Hey,
I gotta see which protein powders Sakura would like to be buried with. So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko and Toko and Hiro. I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying.
Someone's lying.
Anyway,
Well, I've made some progress on my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look them over one more time.
Okay.
Magazines. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind.
Huh, clue. Whoa! Wait, what is that? Pudgy Princess? Getting bulk? This magazine's upside down.
Bury me with my last bottle of double chocolate activated almond protein.
hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think?
Oh yeah, Mom, you're right. I guess I should.
I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it.
Toko. Oh, this is...
On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, the word has been written in blood. Bold, bloody letters. Kiss you back, asshole? Okay. How's that? On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word has been written in bold, bloody letters. And it said Toko. Could this be?
a dying message.
correct.
Then it would appear you found it.
Oh, Kyoko, is this...
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of the others who might come looking. Let me just leave it out.
Hey, is that...
It says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Then she's the killer, right?
Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
forgive you.
Just look at her finger. Is her finger bloody? It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Is her fingers bloody? According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered in Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out.
Well, yeah, I know, but...
Hey,
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing you've grown perversely used to, although there are still some times.
I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I just can't get used to it.
it's true.
That's totally normal.
Then how can you?
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of the opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past.
What?
I'm sorry, never mind.
hey,
More importantly, look here. The protein! Her
Shoes.
correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep?
Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1.
Oh,
She lost her squat plug! And danger happened! She was deep in a squat! Oh no!
Hey,
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain.
It would seem.
It appears that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head.
oh, 2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. So she didn't write the message. Can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off.
I could've.
She said Monokuma. She was keeping up her reps in the chem lab while trying to find her protein. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit, I dropped my protein.
and then she bent down to try to, like, you know, scoop it up into the container, and then chemical C9 fell on her head, and then busted all over her head and seeped into her organs, and then she coughed up blood. The end. Case solved. Sakura killed herself. Squat plug accident. Number 2. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottle, or she tried to use the chemical C9 as a squat plug.
Something new, something new.
Hey,
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention, and you're sure to find it. A correlation.
Is it all the chess pieces? Hey, Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
so
I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come up to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right?
No answer.
I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Monokuma bottle had been added.
hey,
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right?
An experiment.
anyway,
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces, too.
Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like
that
that?
doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine, and that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
Then,
Anyway, I need to get something for the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room.
Well, I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it.
Yeah, that's right, you triple B, you better do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up, sorry to keep you waiting.
So then,
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. What's a triple B? Bottom beta, bottom bitch. Bottom bitch beta. What kind of experiment are we doing?
in other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights.
Oh, compare the weights of what?
The pieces of glass you collected, and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact.
Why do you want to do that?
That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
listen.
First, let's compare the weight of two of the normal Monokuma bottles.
It's balanced.
In other words,
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same.
Oh, which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
Now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now what we might expect to see...
Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
so then,
Okay, then let's give it a try.
Huh? The broken pieces are heavier. How is that possible?
There's 2 bottles in there.
I knew it.
Just as I thought.
In
What?
other words,
The results of our experiments and the correlation between each of the bottles put it all together,
hey,
and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So what do you think? It's all on you. There's 2 bottles. There's 2 bottles worth of broken glass there. Ding dong, bing bong. Uh-oh!
It's time for the trial.
Whoops, you caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I?
Yes!
Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Yeah, there's a missing chess piece.
See you soon.
It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial.
Oh no, not whatever happens, I have to make something happen!
What do I think? I think, based on the discovery of the body and how it was presented with Sakura smirking, and based on the earlier, because she was definitely up to something. I bet she was planning to do something with the mastermind, which would involve the 3 people, but I think maybe it went awry and Hiro probably smashed a bottle on her head and then ran off like the bitch that he is. It probably didn't kill her because I think she died to the poison. I think she drank the poison to get back at the mastermind for some reason. Because she had a smirk on her face, she was coughing up blood. In anime, I'm pretty sure from her, I don't think anyone here could have killed her except herself. I think she killed herself with the poison. Now, to get to that point, I know the ending. I don't know how to get to that point, though. I think she did kill herself with the poison. And I think Toko's probably going to do her...
Yeah, I did it! I killed her!
But it's like, no, you didn't. I think she was in the locker. Maybe she was like... Maybe she did show up, but she was scared of... Because she's pretty scared of... Genocide Jill's not scared of her, but Toko's definitely scared. So I guess depending on who showed up to the room... Monokuma made his announcement and everyone began to meet up. I'm pretty sure Toko was hiding in the locker. I think she's the only one who could fit. So I don't know if Toko did anything. Maybe she hit... Maybe because there was two bumps, maybe Hiro hit her first and then Toko hit her second, or maybe vice versa. Because the only way, because there's no way for anyone to get inside, so she probably blocked the door, then drank the poison.
The ultimate martial artist! A locked room murder mystery!
What?
Oh, I recently discovered the power of emoticons! Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive!
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body! XD! Ha!
This is just plain creepy. How is he doing that?
Well,
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put it in the sad face, it makes it look super negative!
yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? Crying face.
He's right. That does make it seem sad.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Now then, please get on the elevator. Ooh. And I'll see you all down there. Kirby, Kirby, Kirby.
What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
How were we able to see the emoticons? It was so weird. I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever.
Either way, the truth won't be revealed soon enough. Because there could be no doubt one of us is the culprit.
The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her. And that person is here? That person is one of us! Or is it? Come on, it's
It's time to put an end to this.
I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, it felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close, and felt it began its sinister descent. We are poorly cropped PNGs. The elevator lowered until it is all too familiar clunking sound. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again.
Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few, you must be so lonely.
I like the decor that you put up.
You say that's like it's not your fault we're all like this. We're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again, or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats.
And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Set my skills. Okay, I got them all. Increase the focus gauge by 2 effective during the class trial. Increase the time limit for each phase. Steadies your aim a little, effective during non-stop debate. Focus gauge recovers more quickly, effective during the non-stop. Increase damage to opponents. Increase bullet capacity. Alright. Wait. Bullet time battle. Okay.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
I do not remember the buttons for the DDR game.
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Owie, damn. This is like the 3rd time you've done this.
Whoa, deja vu.
Exactly.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those 3 is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing that. Man, Makoto's all by himself over there. Toko, Aoi, Bakuyas.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense. That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
Some reason why Hina feels so strongly.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
I don't know which account.
And what reason?
Wait, hang on.
For saying
I can pull this up. Sakura had written notes to Toko, Bakuya, and Yashua asking them to meet her in the rec room by noon. She had slid these notes underneath each person's room door. Bakuya confirmed they received Sakura's note, but also claimed that he never went to see her. In fact, had not seen her at all. Toko confirmed that she received Sakura's note, but also claimed that she never went to see her. So it probably has to do with the notes.
hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
It's probably the last one that Hiro
It
said.
was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Oops.
Because you all
I don't know
had
the buttons.
motives.
I don't remember the buttons.
You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
Damn it. Got it. Haha.
No, it's wrong! It's right fucking wrong!
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Good start. Good start.
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's a good reason to suspect all three of them. But does that mean one of them did it? Footprints, status, pocket trash. Pocket trash could be good. Oh yeah, don't forget we can absorb too.
Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them. There's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here.
That one. No, it's wrong!
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No.
She's adorable when she's mad.
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
Nope, that's wrong.
When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office.
Here,
right?
the good thing about Hiro is that he's a horrible liar. So you can easily tell when he lies because he's really bad at it.
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But he's not like malicious. So he lies because he's not that smart, I guess. But what Hiro said can't be right because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is Sakura loved candy too much to share. Sakura got the candy. Hiro got the candy from Hina.
I got it! I'm not sure about
Yeah, he
that,
lies out
Hiro.
of fear, yeah.
Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office.
And he's also just an idiot.
So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
So he's just like, ah, shit!
I mean, what I meant was,
If you're a compulsive liar, you better have a good memory.
oh, that's right. I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
You okay, dude?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked. That's all. I didn't do anything. You gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
Tiny Hands Toko has something to say.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
No, you.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Proof?
Oh, don't tell me Hiro. He probably wrote the fucking Toko magazine. And also, he's probably gonna bring it up, but he doesn't know anything about it, right?
I'm talking about her shining message.
Because it was closed up and put away. What would a shining message even be?
Scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right?
It was her dying message.
He doesn't know about
Just
that,
like
though.
what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
He has no idea that's supposed to be there. That's why he's such a really bad liar.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it.
No one else saw it until fucking Kyoko pulled it out.
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do you?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Exactly.
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
No, that's wrong.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Hold on.
When Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was on the magazine shelf. Above it, under.
I got it!
Memory
Kyoko,
game.
you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense?
Yeah, how he's easily baited for sure.
What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
No, there's an obvious problem with what Hiro said before. Status, pocket trash, magazine.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
No, it doesn't. No, there's definitely something wrong with what Hiro said just now.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can
I
tell
probably
you
have to
when
absorb
I
that
found
one.
it was only after I found
How do
the
I absorb?
magazine
There it is.
tucked away on the magazine shelf. When
No,
I
no,
pulled
not
it
that
out,
one.
I saw her final words.
What's your problem?
Again, I do not remember any of the buttons, so
What I said makes total sense.
I'm scared. I'm assuming it's
Exactly when I found the
no.
dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
This one,
And I can tell you when I found the dying message.
or maybe
It
it's
was only after the investigation had begun.
this one.
I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
When I pulled it out,
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense!
Now this shot goes to what he was saying.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Damn it! Hey, what's wrong? Did I say something weird?
Oh
Maybe it was what I
can
thought
tell you
first.
Exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun.
I don't know why I did that. Oh, you just don't know what you're doing.
no! I don't know!
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Magazine dying
I can
message.
tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun.
After the
I found
investigation.
the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Oh wait, it's that one. It's that one. Magazine
I saw
shelf.
her final words.
Magazine shelf absorbed to the first one.
Makes total sense!
It was on the
I
magazine
can tell
shelf.
you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you it was only after the investigation. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I
That one to
saw
the first
her
one.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense!
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Yes.
No, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong!
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then.
Damn it, Hiro, you so stupid.
Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on! You're focusing on the wrong part! Why does it matter when I saw it?
'Cause you're lying, you dingus!
All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is! Toko!
Wait. All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left. Are you like saying her fingers are like sausages?
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message.
No, her hands are clean, dude.
100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Without a doubt. No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Oh shit. Fuck, how do I play this?
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Can't hear you, can't hear you. Show me the proof.
This should prove it. I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message.
I'll have to look at the help button next time.
Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Smug.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
Doesn't mean he killed her, though.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
I don't think so. He's stupid. I don't think he'd be able to kill her.
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well.
Okay.
Would you like a piece of candy? It might help you get some energy.
Sure, thanks.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm gonna end it today. I'm gonna end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me.
You definitely misunderstood her.
She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
She's like, why would you do that?
I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening.
And she still didn't know because you were such a weak little baby.
Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that.
Yeah, but she was in the chair and it looked like she was just like standing there.
Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught. and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
Yeah, she had 2 lumps on her head. So he hit her, she got knocked out, she got back up, and I guess she got hit again. That didn't kill her.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Yeah, I like, yeah, exactly. She just sat there with like going like,
What happened? Oh, I should get some protein.
That's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
I'd like to know what the candy has to do with all this. Like, I want to know why it's so special. Because Aoi took it, and she loves sweets. She would eat it all, right? Why did she keep it and not eat it? That's very odd for her to not eat it. So she's like, she saved it. She's saving it. Now I want to know, like, why is Sakura offering pieces? How did she get pieces of candy? Yeah, she got a lot of pieces of candy.
You're not gonna get off that easy.
Hmm.
It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
Don't do it, Aoi. Wait. Oh no. Oh no, what if the candy was poison? And what if Aoi gave it to Sakura to kill her? But Sakura knew that, so she was gonna offer it to the other people.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
I mean, I don't want to say Aoi's being very dramatic, but I mean, it was Sakura who died. But she's being a little overly dramatic, like Celeste was.
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain.
Oh no.
And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
Who's the third witness? Okay, well, let's say I think Sakura killed herself with the poison. Maybe Aoi was trying to cover it up in some way, and maybe that somehow that made her a blackened. So what is it? Why is it that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? Why he picked Toko? Why didn't he use Sakura's finger? Why was the magazine hidden?
I got it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
And I said Toko was probably in the locker room, or in the locker.
I don't see any reason
The handprints.
he would lie now, after all
The teeny tiny hands.
He's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
No!
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Someone who wouldn't like would have been written on it. Hey, Kyoko!
I got it! It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait! But more important, that doesn't even matter! We already know who did it, right?
Teeny tiny hands.
Hiro just admitted it!
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious! That's just... I don't believe it!
Hiro.
You see, Hiro's just stupid. He couldn't have killed her.
If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer, and I have to prove that. Oh, Jesus! Magazine dime message, Monokuma file, status Sakura's body, yellow powder, Kyoko's examination summary.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered. And she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hiro really is the killer!
So it probably has something to do with the 2 lumps on her head.
I didn't want to, but I did it.
What's the, no, bring up the, no, stop that. There we go, that's what I want. Found in around an aspirated formation. However, there was no injury or indication as to why she would have vomited blood. Was it... Examination summary? 2 blows. Alright, examination summary.
And I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
No, that's wrong.
No! It's wrong!
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Yeah, Celeste was a blackened. She had Hifumi kill Taka and Taka. Make it seem like Hifumi was killed as well. And then he moved Taka's body to another place and Celeste killed Hifumi. And we found that out.
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used.
Whoa, what?
Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
We found the knight, but the queen is missing.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
And the bottle scraps add up to 2 bottles in weight.
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
They were red?
The correlation between Monokuma bottles feel like it's starting to become clear. The connection must be... Oh, jeez. I don't know what they're trying to tell. What are they trying to make me spell? Oh, damn it, I suck.
cheese, chess piece. Chess piece. Oh, yes. I was trying to spell chest. Like a big dummy.
Now I understand.
Huh, I get it now. Chest piece.
That's it. The chess pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
I was just gonna say use the weight.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Yeah.
Debatable.
No, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle... did
Allie's
go
my
missing.
queen.
There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case.
And Sakura's the emperor.
That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Because you can see right through it. Dum-dum.
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
It was excited. Why is this even there?
I got it! The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
The bottle was excited.
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
Where's the weight? Yeah, there you go.
I got it!
I got it.
Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
Nani?
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It has been used by some bowling aficionados.
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
Wait, why bowling aficionados?
Bowling? Those damn bowlers? Always causing a ruckus.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
Tiny hands.
And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Oh, now you're saying someone else killed him, huh, Hiro?
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
Exactly.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
Happens all the time, doesn't it?
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
Oh, you just remembered this?
You
Pretty
did.
soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
Yeah, I got you.
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You mean the menorahs?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
Ambient lighting.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not that ridiculous at all. There's definitely proof that shows Toko's hiding in the rec room. A new element has been added to the bullet time. Oh, god damn it. Why another thing? So far, you've probably been pressing the Y button during your final strike without a second thought, but from now on, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you'll have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. You'll select it the same way as during the non-stop debate, simply pressing the LB button. Also, like the debate, if your logic and difficulty is set to kind, you'll have to revolt. But the educational purposes, we're just going to pretend you're set to mean regardless. Just this once, okay? Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you! Hey, well then, good luck, have fun!
It's a...
Help! Lock A, attack Y, yeah. Reload. Press the X button in rhythm to reload your bullets each time you press OK. Fever time is RB. Alright, so do that during negative.
I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! That's enough! It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No! That's enough!
Final strike! Glass shards on the floor. Locker handprint.
This should prove it.
No, that's wrong!
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
If it's tiny, it's Toko's.
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
They must mean halfway through the trial.
Tiny hands and tiny feet, tiny Toko. Eat some ants.
Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura.
No, I swear, there's no way!
Because she's an anteater, remember?
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again.
Remember? Remember this? Remember this? Remember this? Remember that? Remember that?
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Why not?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on.
Yeah, she was scared, so she hid in the locker.
So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
How did she do all this when there was blood? Because she's scared of blood, and she turns into Genocide Jill when there's blood around. She passes out.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
She scared me.
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling.
Someone hit me with a bottle.
When I turned around, there was Sakura covered in blood and staring right at me.
I mean, I'd be scared too.
When I saw that blood,
Okay,
I
she did
fainted
faint.
right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her, you mean? Oh, okay.
Guess who's back?
Guess who's back? Back again.
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible. No, she's terrible. Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever.
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman. If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
Oh, so she does want to kill Bacula.
Yes!
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
So that's good? Keep talking like that and Hina's gonna...
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
No! Huh? I thought for sure you'd have some word for Hiro on that one.
Wrong. Come on, everyone. We're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
Owie. No. Don't do this.
No, not quite yet.
Don't do this, Owie.
Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd? Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
The blood. She coughed up blood.
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you see, you must describe it again, so then Makoto will chime in with the correct answer, then I will say, ha ha, I knew all along.
This is my command, darling.
Oh, I like how she did the mwah at the end.
It's not over yet, is it?
The one who killed Sakura is. Yellow powder, Kyoko's examination, magazine dying letter.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up!
But she,
Over there in front of the shelf!
but she died in the chair. No, she died in the chair.
Just sleeping peacefully.
Let me see here. Victim Sakura, strong blow to the head, no other injuries were noted. It seemed that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. It might be the Monokuma file. No, it's Sakura was found dead seated in a chair, slumped over, saddest of Sakura's body.
And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me.
This one.
I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
That's wrong! No, that's wrong!
That's wrong. We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
Oh, yes, I knew this as well. I just wanted to make sure you knew.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That has to be it. The evidence that proves there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf. That one?
I got it!
Duh.
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stained by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right?
There's no way she's moving that.
All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
No.
Thus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door?
No, the door was open when we came in.
And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
The locker was too small. I was in the locker!
I got it!
Me!
Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously, Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much.
Aw, she looks so cute. Cousin G.
You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Jack, vomit up blood, dude. It's poison.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Might be
So
that
you
one.
think that I'm blaming me, huh?
Sakura's true chaos and casual death. Vomited blood.
If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
No, it's Kyoko's examination summary. 2 blows to the head, not one. No blood was found on either of her hands. No, it's not that one. Could be the Monokuma file. Suffered from a violent vomiting of blood.
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to...
Got it.
No, it's wrong.
No, it's wrong!
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
Hit her on the back of the head!
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
Oh my god!
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Should I bring out my map, Bacula?
Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Look at it. It's so happy. I'm telling you, man. It gives you energy. Look, the skull, that little creature there's, he's having a good time. He's got he's radiating plumes of energy.
Is that the poison?
Or it's like a toad with you know, it is a toad. It's a toad. See, watch. It's Toad. So he's got that, and then he's got that. He's got his eyes. And he's doing this. See? It's exactly that.
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't do it. It's too late in the evening. I should not do it. I have not seen Psych.
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Whoa, C-section. I mean, it's Section C.
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
The bottle of poison Bacula showed us. I'm sure you know where he got it. He got it from Section A.
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
And you couldn't tell. It was still poison because all they did was just put the bottle there.
I mean, this.
Oh, they actually did switch it out.
Oh, it's some dang stuff, man!
Put the bottle of poison to his lips.
Master!
And he's just... Finally! We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do is stand there and watch. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Bacula was as calm as ever.
That tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble!
Yeah, he got some protein finally.
You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Wait, it was already dissolved?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Was it like a Slim Fast or something?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Bacula and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her fingers to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
So he just guzzled protein powder? Yo, he did the cinnamon challenge with protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Oh no, she didn't kill herself. She was gonna... Wait, was she gonna drink the... She was gonna drink the protein, but it wait... The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that conversely, the poison must have been in... Could it be? Poison? Oh. Protein.
Protein! Protein! There's a protein! Drink! Protein drink! I gotta get that Black Widow protein!
Now I understand. Poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Protein drink. A cup filled with water.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
Uh-oh.
For real? Who was it?
Oh no, it was Aoi, wasn't it? Because she knows all about the protein. No, Aoi, how could you?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Why would she do it?
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected.
It's my drawing.
The footprints were in front of section
Not
A,
to scale.
where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
No, it was Aoi.
The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Ogre's killer was...
Yep.
No!
I did it. I killed Sakura.
The two-ass girl, what the fuck?
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
I got it!
Yo, it's me!
Hina are the only
I wear
ones.
sneakers!
Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Oh, that's yours.
No!
Let me see your feet. Yeah, that's right. They're not yours. All right, get out of here.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
I thought it was kind of weird that you took my shoes off.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
Damn it, I called that too.
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then...
Hold it! I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so common.
I think he's getting there, but I think it's for other reasons. I think he's assuming that she just wanted to kill her, just to kill her for the game. I think she may have killed her for other reasons, or maybe even Sakura told her to do it.
Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them.
That's how you would go about it, but not how she would.
Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves.
And Sakura would absolutely sacrifice herself for others.
Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well... that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was...
Yo, what if it was... Nah. I was about to say, what if Sakura knows, like, the truth of all this and she just wants everyone to kind of get, quote-unquote, executed to get out of the game?
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
Because Sakura had some plans. I'm sure she had a plan for everything.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Yeah, come on, I'll give you some snacks. How about some donuts?
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well,
Maybe she's gonna be turned into a donut.
Right away, I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So it should be all over her shoes and stuff, right?
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true, isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
Ooh, Big Mac.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until we figure it out. Until I uncover the full truth of this case. Doop that, doop that, doop that, doop that. Footprints in the powder. That's what I bet.
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section A.
No, that's wrong!
No, it's wrong. You said you went to get the poison from Section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I didn't notice I'd left footprints.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
What the fuck?
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Well...
So Sakura had the poison all along.
What the?
Yeah, you're not so smart now, are you, Bacula?
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account. Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
Wait a second! I'm stupid!
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
Wait, what?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
A piece of glass.
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle.
You almost drank that, you idiot! Oh, it would have been great if he just drank it and he just died right there.
And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder.
Also, this idiot took... all right, so protein powder, it's like... get like a cup or like a scoop of flour and put that in your mouth and try to swallow it.
this dum-dum just drank that.
I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
I'm surprised he didn't go
After that.
But what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then.
It's a broken glass from the window that I broke with a mop.
Dakota, why don't you explain it?
Hey, what?
Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
Would that not be lethal? If it not, no, that's definitely not a dangerous amount of protein. It's only like, for a typical scoop, it's about 25 grams of protein. For like the crazy shit, you get up to like 50. That's still fine.
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
Usually you just, it's perfectly fine.
The window?
Hey, wait, what? The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
In that tiny ass amount, I'm assuming that was probably like 10 grams, 15 grams. I mean, it's a bottle that fits in the palm of your hand. It was probably not that much. But in this anime universe, it was probably like 120 grams of protein.
Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
Well, now you know.
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the room? Section A.
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina?
Oh, so she must have grabbed the bottle of poison and swished it with the protein jug.
And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
Man, good thing that piece of glass fell into that bottle, huh? I guess you know what? He is the luckiest student. That's why he's here. He's labeled as Mr. Lucky.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the
So
shelf
it checks
in the
out. It
lab.
checks out. He is the luckiest student.
Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
The ultimate lucky student. Yeah, because Aoi could have done it, but she handed it to him to do it. So the ultimate lucky student perk activated, and that shard of glass went into the protein powder.
Hold on, you're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with
It's
the poison
anime.
inside,
It's
right?
not science nor magic. It's anime.
If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here. It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Man, Bacula is like really peeved that someone's questioning him and making him look like an idiot.
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that?
I can't believe this. I have no idea what's going on.
How can you know what I don't know?
What the deuce?
The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. Proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. It was on top of the glass. There was glass underneath it. Empty protein drink. I don't know, maybe that one?
When it comes to that,
What does it say about it? Shards of glass from the window were broken to get into the room and found both around it, underneath it. Alright, so it's this one.
there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be.
It was in there before the rec room was on.
No, that's wrong!
That's wrong.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
I mean, I really wish Bacula did it just to make him just whimper and moan like this, but I know he didn't. He didn't kill her. I just like seeing him flustered and frustrated.
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it.
I think he's just really. He's just. I mean, I feel like it's a scheme. He's scheming, but I think it's just him being overly emotional that he's wrong.
It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
I hate how they call it a can. It's a shaker cup.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it?
Yeah, he's just dropping his spaghetti all over the place.
As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up,
I'm supposed to be the smart
and as a
one!
result,
Oh, my spaghetti!
the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
That's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Haha! I called it!
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
I told you she was smirking!
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean? Someone was selfish? Selfless? I can't even say it.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
No, I think it was Sakura because she had the powder on her shoes too.
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
Oh, do I have to do DDR with the Owie? I have to get Hina to admit that.
You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! I'm telling you, I did it! I hate you!
Source
Do
of
you
the powder.
have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
Oh,
I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already! Do you
footprints.
have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
The yellow powder? Okay.
Stop talking! You're a liar!
What is it?
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
Is it footprints in the... Or did I just do that one? What?
Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! Do you have any kind
Source of
of
the
proof
powder,
Sakura
yellow
took the
powder,
poison?
footprints in the powder, source of the powder, yellow powder, source of the power. What? I just did... I literally did all of them.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong!
What am I doing wrong?
Already! Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it.
What the fuck? I said that one already.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
I thought it was weird. I went through all of them.
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf.
Maybe
in
it
the
was too
chem
late
lab.
or something.
That powder was yellow, wasn't it?
Oh, there was different text. So her response was different. Okay. Okay, okay.
So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she
Hey, my
dropped it
toy
away
again.
from where she was actually
Spill the wine
standing,
glass.
which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that killed Sakura was Sakura. It was me.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly!
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it, all so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Dracula created the locked room in secret.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath.
What did the notes say that she gave to those 3 people?
And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you?
So what does that mean? Does that mean she's blackened?
When you found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
Hey, come join me in the rec room. I'm about to do some sick squats.
The more I realized how unusual your actions were. You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein
squat
powder
plug
was
right
kept.
up there that you left.
There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room, while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
The final climax. Oh boy. Okay. The 3 people got the notes. Toko hide in closet.
Would you like some candy?
Sure. Smashed. Wrote down Toko. Ran off like a baby. Toko comes out. Sees the magazine, puts it back upside down. Sakura wakes up. She notices. Passes out. Goes, "Nyeh." Smashes her head with the queen. And then I guess she runs out like Sonic. Sakura gets up. Shakes her head off. Grabs the chemical C9, drinks it. We break in. She picks up the C9 bottle. She pockets it. Oh no. No, she takes out the chemical A2 and places it on the ground. Takes that, put that in pocket. Look at the background. Alright, I think that looks good. That looks good. So let's see here. Sakura gives papers to everyone. Bacula's like, oh, this is interesting. Toko finds it, or she goes, hides in there. She gets scared. Sakura hangs out. Yo, she's got that Yakuza pose.
Hey, how you doing? Have some candy.
We have to find out what the hell this candy's about. Monokuma, he goes, whoa! Hits her over the head. Writes Toko's name. Toko comes out. She sees that. She hides it upside down. She gets scared of Sakura. She wakes up. She smashes the queen. She scampers out. Sakura picks up the chemical bottle. Her resolve is made of steel. She drinks the bottle. She dies. We break in. Aoi finds the poison. Aoi pockets the poison. She leaves. She comes back with the chemical A2. Let's do it.
Here's exactly what happened. This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
Maybe the candy was like
He grabbed a nearby
a peace
Monokuma
offering.
bottle and attacked Sakura with it.
And that's all it was just a peace offering.
Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened, knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina.
So what does that mean? Does that mean she's the Blackened?
That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life. And you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you...
Cause I'm a little smarter than you, Bacula.
How did you manage to...
Get the fuck off of me, bitch! You're now the Triple P! You've been demoted!
How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
I'm gonna take your woman too! Yeah! I'm top dog here now!
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Hey. Beat me! Hey.
Let me draw you a map on how you got to be my bitch! I'll make sure you'll be scrubbing my toilet every day, Bacula. Get your toothbrush ready, bitch.
Okay, I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? What? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote.
How do you cast your vote on a dead person?
So, who will be chosen as the Blackened?
Like, how does this work, though?
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Okay.
that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire existence!
Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Yeah, why was Aoi gonna sacrifice herself to kill all of us?
Come on.
Why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you thinking?
And yet, why did you do that?
Don't be mean.
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Well, at least Aoi's still around, right? That's exactly what I wanted.
Huh?
I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. Oh, she wanted to get revenge. Even if that meant herself dying.
You should have been the one to die.
I couldn't let her be the only one that died. What about Makoto and Kyoko? They all liked her.
What?
You don't mean you're gonna take us all with you?
We have to atone for our sin, because everyone, even me, we all killed her. I didn't kill her! Bro, I gave her spiritual bindings! And a kung fu manual. I liked her. We all have to pay for our crimes.
What is
You
this?
still understand? Let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note.
Suicide?
Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down! You don't have to worry about me, I'm fine.
I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me,
I can't forgive this!
my closest friend got hurt.
Sakura.
Because of me, my friends are all gonna kill each other. This is all my responsibility.
Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't! Don't you see how dangerous that is?
Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But,
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you.
Please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood she was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding. Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand? That's how far you pushed her. Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina, you came.
Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Go get Makoto or Kyoko. Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you.
What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
A favor?
Some protein.
I need protein. Could I ask you to?
Yeah, I got you. Just hang on, I'll be right back. that was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shell. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could, but by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura.
Please!
Let me in! Please open the door!
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it, and that just added to the weight she had to carry. I didn't even realize it.
Oh, Hina.
We killed her. All of us.
Well, actually, no, not me. I actually liked her. She was pretty cool.
We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live.
That's why you're trying to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial.
Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. Do you really think she would appreciate you killing everyone? I could never face her after this.
Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to have delivered a final tearjerker, but it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say?
Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was talking, because her and me...
In other words,
Well, what I'm trying to say is,
yes, indeed.
don't you think the entire foundation is shaking? What if it really was like this?
What the heck?
What is this?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note! Sakura suicide note! Oh, what? But he'd already...
Bad.
Oh, I wrote that one! It was all me, baby!
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room!
What then? You lied to me!
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now.
I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles as face value. I didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had fractured in, I still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process, okay? And scene cut.
And
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of your story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, geez. Talk about a buzzkill. All right, here we go. Ahem.
My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in the strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it.
Why is it every other one?
That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
That's how I came to feel.
Oh, so that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision.
I love the... I love Monokuma standing there.
I'm going to resist you.
What do you mean, resist me? I'm so fluffy. Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic, or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. Which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life.
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us. She wanted to stop us from fighting to protect us.
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong, too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
it was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Bacula, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
No.
But
And she wanted to kill everyone along with her. I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I mean, Monokuma did kind of fuck up everything, so I mean, you can't blame her entirely. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless.
Uh-oh.
She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. Oh, what do you mean next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
Huh? First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Huh? Because she made us remember, we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well,
I don't blame her. I can't blame her, and nobody can blame Hina either.
Whoa. Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered because the one we needed to destroy is you, nobody else.
What? What do you want?
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other.
He's absolutely right about that.
Ah, lovely Byakuya. You understand, don't you?
This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game.
Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear from this game.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Yeah, there's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What's going on here?
Now, I have only one thing to look forward to,
It's all clear.
and that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me.
Huh, Byakuya, does that mean...
Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking.
Wherever Master goes, I go. And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Oh, everyone.
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning?
How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
what the heck?
The fun time.
Anyway, let's forget about the good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to punish you guys?
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time!
What?
Wait, but
Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. Oh, you're not gonna...
is it me?
Oh, heavens no. Just because the backend is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bare times one rule.
Listen up!
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I prepared a special guest. Oh, a special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
What? Is it just gonna be like another bear? Oh.
Hey, how you guys doing? Wait, what the fuck? I'm sorry, everyone. Goodbye.
I guess they found it. That is a buff Monokuma in that. Oh, he made it into a nice little Monokuma ball. I'm assuming Alter Ego is in the network, though. The AI would not die that easily.
Oh, you...
Oh, you suck, man. You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk.
Whew! That really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at. And I'm all about that grilled goodness. Fried, broiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence. Grilled is where it's at.
Yeah, Monokuma's a cockweasel. I think he's in the network somewhere.
I realized how dangerous it could...
Wait, it's gotta be like this.
I realized how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can't handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid.
Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned into fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth.
How dare you? That was my friend. How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up. He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend.
And he could feel. Remember, he could feel.
And you killed him. Is this what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things? Even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got my way. I was trying to find things out all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So you finally noticed him.
Actually...
Finally? No. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all gonna play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the data in the laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you. Or maybe more like a reward, in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So, of course I didn't care if you got to access that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal. So I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed.
Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
very nice.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. Every time you kill one of us, we get stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this. Holy moly! You're super mad, like, just unreasonably upset.
Well?
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript.
What?
The postscript?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a little bit more left on Sakura's note.
Huh?
Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly.
One other thing, Hina, there's something I'd like to tell you to the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of the school. A clue.
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, and so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is...
Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today.
You can't just stop at the most important bit.
It makes your brain rumble and dumble, does huh? It makes you so mad you don't even friggin' know, huh?
You guys?
That's the whole point, stupid! Is to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve.
Fine, but at least Sakura's note.
Like I'd ever let any of you greaseballs have it.
But
Too bad.
Hee-hee, sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this?
What?
what is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note.
And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what. And that's seriously it.
Wait,
And that's seriously it. Huh, wow, what a stubborn loser, huh?
she won't lay down and die, she'll fight you.
Well, whatever. Who cares? What some dead musclehead has to say.
Well?
Alright, I'm out of here. You guys should try and get some rest, you know. And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours.
Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world?
Think about that. Think long, think hard.
Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school. The mastermind did something to us. I bet you're all just laying down in beds or something right now. This is all simulation, so to speak. To die is to get out of it. Or maybe, like, if you die in the simulation, they just pull your plug. Who knows? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
What about the photos? I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's them in the actual school. I like to imagine Mono doesn't actually vanish or even hide in the school. He's just waddling around. Yeah, he just waddles around. He does like a little, like every time he walks, it's... Oh yeah, it was different. Look at the background. It was different last trial.
Hey.
What did you do to my body? Answer me. The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave the school, the sensor goes off and the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in the movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel just awful thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo.
So the class trial's over and Monokuma's gone.
But
So now what do we do?
Yes.
Yeah, what else is there other than to head back up?
Oh yeah, let's get out of here. Hina must still feel responsible.
Dial back on that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge.
You just did, dude! You literally were gonna die. You were gonna lose!
What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out. Yeah, that's right. That's right! That's right!
Stop talking.
Just shut up! No!
Seriously, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're all past. We don't exist anymore.
What a thrill! In darkness to the light!
How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Alright, I see what you mean. Then, I'll try.
Huh? Huh? That was totally normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No, 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 no!
Wait, what?
I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball because you are sleazeball.
Apparently, you still have a death wish.
Oh, more biting sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends.
No, 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 no!
Stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want to abuse give and take. Me!
I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. And so, Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us. Ding dong, bing bong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep, but the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. They have to be like in a coma or something. Because remember when they first showed up to the school, it was like that little warp effect that happened to them, and then he woke up. What? Wake up! Wake up!
Wake up! Huh?
The voice dragged me from deep slumber to a hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead. Oh.
Kyoko?
Never mind, Kyoko broke into my room.
Yes, it's me.
Oh god, what are you doing in here?
Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
In a flash, I was wide awake.
What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up.
Oh, I see. Wait, but my door!
It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless.
Wait, he's unlocked. Are you serious?
Hey,
Always. And you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised.
Oh, what time is it?
correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. 3 a.m.? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? Okay, bye.
Oh, it's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask you. I remember the last time someone asked me a favor.
Oh, what's your favor?
So...
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her notes. I'm not gonna just lay down and die, I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that.
Okay, but how do you plan to do that?
Then Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered. The data center on the 4th floor.
What?
Goodbye.
Does he sleep in his clothes? He still has his hoodie on.
I'll meet you in there.
Without another word, she was gone.
Oh, what the?
Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head.
Oh, the data center.
But I thought it was locked. Well, we'll have to figure out what the hell that's all about another time. They haven't... that's true. They haven't changed clothes, but there is a laundromat in this place. I guess it's the dressing room. No, laundry. They do have a laundromat, so I mean, they do have a way to wash their clothes, but it's just weird that he's sleeping in his clothes. And yeah, it does look like every now and then they do get their possessions, because Sakura had like a whole bunch of lifting equipment, Hifumi had a bunch of anime stuff. I don't think we've seen Aoi's room, or any other room like that. But anyway, my friends, thank you for joining. I hope you had yourself a wonderful time, and I hope to see you again another time. So please, take care of yourself, stay well, stay awesome, and bye-bye.